Listen, the unaffected, the folks that don't see nothing wrong with this reality, and listen, I now have a wife of 17 years that, well, doesn't see much wrong with it. I got a friend of 44 years, he's my age, 53, that tells me his reality is the same. Nothing's different. Nothing. How many unaffected individuals does it take to screw in a light bulb? 3. 1, to screw in the light bulb, and 2, to criticize them. Listen, the unaffected, and what amuses me is, and you can find them on YouTube. There's one guy was making videos making fun of the affected. And then all of a sudden I take a look, and now he's affected. Hello? Anybody home? Come on, man. Anyway, listen, folks, I'm talking to the affected now. You're not crazy. Not one little bit. The unaffected are under a strong delusion. If you're going to sit there and watch the boob tube, the television, and turn on the news and sit, unless you're like I do, if you turn it on, you sit and you're just laughing hysterically or looking for material for comedy or something. If you're going to sit there and believe that, let me tell you something. You better make a space in the cuckoo ward. Cuckoo, cuckoo. It's so cuckoo it knocked my headphones off. Wow. 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 And then they sit and they watch these celebrities. Oh, man. Look, we actually have one celebrity, a really funny guy, a Mr. Jim Carrey, who's aware, I believe, that his name has changed. There's an extra R in it now. And he's trying to alert the masses. Not even he can do it. Guy's worth probably, I don't know, half a billion? Can't do it. You're not crazy affected, folks. You're the sane folks.
I'm 19, by the way. But I just wish I was, wish I lived before this all happened. This mental effect, all the Bible prophecy, just everything. I just, what I want to say, I can't say. What I will say is I wish I just lived before, all of this started happening. What I really wish is, now that I think about it, I really wish I knew what I know now, back in, say, 2016, even 2018, just any year before now. I just wish I knew. See, when I found out about the Mandela effect, it was about April or June. I think it was April. Yeah, April 2016. First time I'd ever heard of it. I was, amazed. I was like Mandela affected in every single way. And then I found out, and I went on for hours looking through all the different effects. I'm like freaking out. Because I was Mandela affected, sorry. Because I was Mandela affected. That was the very reason that I was one of God's people. God wanted me to repent. And now, here I am in April 2019. And I've been, backsliding in and out of repentance since January. I just feel like it's too late. And I don't want to say too much because I'm going to freak myself out. I've been seeing, since I found out about the Mandela effect, I've been seeing 144 and 44 before I even knew what it meant. I basically spent 3 years believing I was condemned and freaking out the whole time. Little did I know, it was supposed to be my time to prepare for what's coming, and now I feel like it's too late, and I just don't know what to do, and I don't want to be one of those people who didn't prepare, but I truly didn't know, and I've been sliding in and out. Because I just feel like it's too late, and I keep sliding in and out. I'm in it right now. I've had several prophetic dreams over the past few years. One in 2016 about the Mandela effect itself before I even discovered it. You can see, because you're not one of the ones that's perishing. I don't want to condemn anyone else, but we kind of know what's happening at this point. I just wish I knew. I don't know what to do now. I don't know what to do. And I can't focus on the Lord because whenever I try to, I just go into panic attack after panic attack, the worst I've ever had in my life.
I mean, would you make excuses? Would you just shrug it off, forget it, or would you be mad? The reason I ask this question is I'm a little mad right now because everybody's just shrugging off stuff right now, it seems like to me. Ever since I can remember, I'm 37 years old right now, and ever since I can remember being a little boy is being told the sun and the moon are in space, okay? Shut the video off right now if it don't make no sense or you don't care, I don't care, okay? But they just told us that the moon is in our atmosphere. Last I heard, the moon was 294,000 miles away, and that our atmosphere only extended about 124 miles up. That's 100,000 mile difference. I mean, that's a lot of miles for them to be like, oh, shoot, snaps, 50, 60 years later, $60 billion later that we done took of taxpayer money, okay? All of a sudden, they done switched it up. And I'm mad because I don't feel like it's an honest explanation. I feel like they're backpedaling because there's a lot of truths coming out and there's things that they need to do and say just to make certain people feel better. It ain't making me feel better. Do not trust what these people are telling you. Obviously, they don't know what they're talking about. The moon was in space. Now it's inside of our atmosphere, in our sky. And that's just nothing to everybody. Nobody cares. But that just goes to show how docile everybody is, how brainwashed everybody is, indoctrinated. And a lot of people are walking around with, I have to say the word, cognitive dissonance. You can show somebody the way, but that don't mean they got to go that way. You know what I mean? I understand. But I got people looking at me like I'm retarded, like I'm crazy, like I'm an idiot, like I'm a moron, I'm retarded. Really, bro, I'm not doing bad at all. Trust and believe. God got my back, and that's the reason I feel like I'm doing good, because I'm fighting for his. I feel like Nobody's fighting for God. They don't want us to believe in God.
This, like, that's, and I thought my initial very first reaction was, well, it is northwest of DC. And, you know, for sure, this person must be wrong, you know? So, I mean, and now, so I jump online and I look, and I just typed in Baltimore and looked into Google to look at Google Maps, and there it is in a completely different place. It's on the other side of DC. I mean, it blew me away. Now, I grew up, I went to high school in the DC area. I grew up in Northern Virginia, in Springfield. And I lived there for years, for many, many years. I lived there, and then I went away and I came back. And I had driven to Baltimore a couple times over all those years that I had lived there. And never, ever, I mean, it just blows me away. I stood there looking at the map for the longest time, and I was like, I cannot believe my physical eyes. Like, this cannot be for real. This is not where it's located. That one for me was the one that, it was like the clincher. That was the one where I literally almost fell off my chair. So, Mandela. I do remember that he was in jail, and that's about it. I do remember when the news came out that he became president and he was leading people. I remember thinking that, wow, you know, I thought he had died. I don't remember, it wasn't like a huge, you know, like I just figured that I must have been wrong. But I do remember thinking that, and it was a fleeting thought, but I remember thinking I thought he had died in jail. I can't even believe that other people aren't remembering this. It was ubiquitous. This logo was on every pair of underwear and every t-shirt, and I remember it with the cornucopia. I can't believe it. I saw on the internet that I'm a designer, so I've been through brand changes before. You know, I've been involved in the process, so I understand that brands change. And my initial thought with this one and with some of the other brand changes is that maybe, you know, they updated their brand. And, you know, that's the case, you would think, with a lot of them. And anytime I ever saw a brand change, that's always what I assumed. But then what it just baffled my mind is going on and seeing online and seeing that the brand is actually, it's never had a cornucopia, never. So that to me is completely not, I mean, that's just shocking to me, why that would be the case. So, you know, just all the way back through time just blows me away. I can understand to a certain degree that things online may change. I mean, everything online is made of code, and, you know, I understand, you know, it's in a way you can sort of get that everything online is mutable. But the world, what blew me away and what really, you know, were geography changes and changes to things like a physical statue. How that is just blows me away, and that's what shows me for certain that there's something going on here. Hopefully somebody has gone out and taken, well, yeah, I went online and I've seen the pictures and everything. I just, it's hard for me to believe, but yes, I remember it with the way many other people remember, with his hand like that. And now it looks almost like silly to me that he's, the pose that he's in. And I'm a designer, so I've always been interested in art, and I've noticed it. So that's probably why this one in particular I would remember, because I did take some art classes. And so I do remember that, and Mona Lisa. Now, I think we all, I remember actually being in class and talking about the Mona Lisa and her enigmatic smile, and how, you know, she's just, you can't really tell if she's smiling or she's smirking or if she's not smiling. And it was, you know, it was the whole point of the class. It was the whole point of what we you know, of looking at. It just is strange.
I don't know, it's kind of scary. Because the people that don't notice these changes actually get quite violent or totally just ignore you. They get mean. They get mad. Like, how dare you notice this? That's why I'm questioning it so much, I think. Why? Are we missing something? We don't remember something? They do, and I don't know, maybe we're just not supposed to be in on the secret this time. Maybe we're the ones that are supposed to be wiped out. I'm alright. I'm not going to say exactly how old I am. I'm in my 40s, okay? And I remember vividly people being able to go up into the Statue of Liberty's torch. I'm a New Yorker, alright? So, and I don't live in New York City, alright? I don't. I live in upstate. In fact, pretty much on the other side of the state. But I vividly remember people being able to go up there when I was a kid. My mom remembers people going up there when she was a kid. But in 1916, the bomb went off there, and, well, it went off on Liberty Island. No, not Liberty Island. It went off on the other, where they had a barracks over there and arsenal, and they blew up the arsenal in 1916. And they said that the Statue of Liberty was damaged so badly that nobody's been able to go up into the torch since then. I gotta look it up again and save up some pictures so I can pop some on here. I'm new at this video thing yet, okay? So, you know, you gotta give me a little credit. I'll work on getting some pictures and stuff. But I found earlier today I was looking around a little bit, and I found a few pictures on the internet of people in the torch, pictures from the torch. So, but if you look on the internet now, it says 1916. The bomb blew up and shrapnel hit the Statue of Liberty and damaged it structurally. Sorry, flicking my ashes. So, I don't know. I don't understand it. So, yeah, especially if you can find any trickles of the past, or the other world, or whatever you want to call it, the other dimension, the other, I don't know. And anybody out there that sees this, and I hope sometime that somebody that sees this has something to do with like CERN, that would be nice. Yeah, because maybe you can answer a few questions for me. And I'm wondering, or maybe one of those guys that run one of those what the hell are they called now? The quantum computers. Yeah. That's somebody I'd like to sit down with for about, I don't know, a week or two, because that's probably how long it's going to take to get any information I can understand. Maybe we're next on the list. Anybody else ever hear about all the FEMA coffins? Thousands and thousands and thousands of them. Gee, why would we need that many damn coffins from FEMA? I could be totally wrong. Scary part is if I'm right. Yeah.